This is the moment every collector dreams of, the quiet, unassuming coin in your hand that could shatter expectations and redefine what you thought was possible. Forget everything you think you know about the everyday quarter in your pocket. Because today, we are diving deep into a single year, a single date, asterisk asterisk 1967 asterisk asterisk, and pulling back the curtain on a legendary Washington quarter that doesn't just hold value, it holds a legacy. This isn't about pocket change, it's about the kind of astronomical numismatic treasure that sells for hundreds, thousands, and even over $8,000 at auction. Stick with me to the very end, because the difference between a quarter you spend on a gumball and one that buys you a car is just a few microscopic details, and I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. The year 1967 is a pivotal, almost chaotic, moment in American coinage history, a story of crisis, camouflage, and the accidental birth of breathtaking rarity. The 1967 Washington quarter is an anomaly. On the surface, it's a standard, copper-nickel-clad coin, produced in mind-numbing abundance. Over 1.5 billion of these quarters were struck that year, a massive output designed to combat a national coin shortage. This shortage was directly caused by the public's widespread hoarding of all pre-1965 silver coins, which had become worth more as metal than as currency. To stop the hoarding and to overwhelm the market with the new clad composition coins, the U.S. Mint adopted radical measures. They paused all proof coin production, those special, mirrored coins made specifically for collectors, and, most critically, they eliminated all mint marks from all circulating coinage from 1965 through 1967. The government was deliberately trying to make the coins look less collectible, believing that anonymity would prevent speculators from pulling them out of circulation. The result is that every 1967 Washington quarter has no mint mark, regardless of whether it was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This intentional obfuscation is the first key to its historical intrigue, but it doesn't explain the enormous value, not yet. The vast majority of the 1.5 billion coins you might pull from circulation today are worth only face value, or perhaps $1 or $2 in excellent, uncirculated condition. But the truly rare, high-value 1967 quarter doesn't come from the colossal circulation strike. It comes from a limited, special-purpose run that acted as a stand-in for the suspended proof coins, the 1967 Special Mint Set, SMS Quarter. In lieu of the highly polished proof sets, the Mint issued Special Mint Sets, SMS, from 1965 to 1967. These coins were produced with greater care than typical circulation strikes, often showing a stronger strike and a smoother, more satiny finish. While the mintage of the 1967 SMS Quarter was still substantial, just under 1.9 million, it is a tiny fraction of the circulation mintage, and its specific characteristics make it the coin the high-end collector is hunting for. However, even the SMS designation alone is not enough to unlock the massive dollar values we promised. The real goldmine is found in the confluence of three critical factors: the SMS designation, the coin's condition, grade, and the presence of cameo or ultra cameo features. ############################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################### Remember the mint's attempt to make these coins less appealing to collectors? It utterly failed. In fact, by creating a new, distinctive type of coin with the SMS set, and by striking such a massive number of circulation coins, they created a needle-in-a-haystack scenario where truly perfect, untouched specimens became extraordinarily rare. The highest values are reserved for the 1967 Washington quarters that achieved the near-impossible mint state, MS, grade of MS 68, MS 69, and in the case of the SMS coins, the top-tier SMS grades with cameo contrast, ***. The ultra-high-grade regular strike *** for a regular, non-SMS 1967 quarter to survive in a state of near-perfection is a miracle. Coins graded MS 68, mint state 68, practically flawless, are so rare that they have traded for over $800 at auction. A slightly less perfect but still stunning MS 67 Plus example has realized over $5,000. These coins are the absolute best of the billion-plus mintage, coins that somehow escaped all contact, bagging, shipping, and friction for over half a century. The SMS Ultra Cameo phenomenon ***. The special mint set coins, with their improved strike quality, offer a different path to five-figure value. The rarest and most valuable of these are the ones with a breathtaking visual feature known as cameo or ultra cameo (UCAM) contrast. This happens when the raised parts of the design, like Washington's portrait and the eagle, are heavily frosted and appear against the deeply mirrored, proof-like fields. In the top SMS grades, a coin with this extreme contrast becomes one of the rarest 1967 quarters known. A spectacular SMS Ultra Cameo example in a top-tier grade can trade for well over $3,000 and potentially much higher in recent auctions, a phenomenal return on a 25-cent coin. ####hammer the error coin treasure, the accidental millionaire's hammer. While the perfect SMS and MS-68 examples represent the highest certified grades of the intended coin, there is one other path to true, potentially million-dollar rarity: the spectacular mint error coin. Though there is no currently documented 1967 quarter error that has sold for over $1 million, history and current auction records for other error coins prove the possibility is real, and the potential for a new discovery is what keeps the hunt alive. The highest values for 1967 errors are for coins struck on the wrong planchet. Because the mint was transitioning metals, absolute chaos reigned in the facilities. The Silver Ghost Quarter ****, the holy grail of this transition era is the 1967 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet. Though the mint had officially transitioned away from silver in 1965, an older, leftover silver planchet from the pre-1965 production run could have accidentally made its way into the quarter presses in 1967. This coin would have the telltale 1967 date, but would contain the 90% silver of the earlier issues, a clear difference from the copper-nickel-clad composition. This is the most significant, known non-error quarter of this era, though it is extraordinarily rare and its true value potential remains largely untested at the absolute peak of the market. The off-metal errors *** more commonly found, but still incredibly valuable, are errors where the quarter die struck a planchet meant for another coin. These off-metal errors are verifiable, documented, and have real, high-value sales. A 1967 quarter struck on a dime planchet, a much smaller blank, is possible, with examples valued in the hundreds of dollars. A 1967 quarter struck on a nickel planchet, a 5-cent piece blank, is another known rarity, valued in the hundreds. Other dramatic errors, such as a broad strike, where the coin is struck without the collar to constrain it, spreading the metal wide, or a dramatic double die obverse, DDO, with clear, unmistakable doubling of the inscription or date, can also fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the severity and visibility of the error. #### The true secret of the 1967 quarter's value. The true story of the valuable 1967 Washington quarter is not found in the initial act of striking, but in the survival rate of pristine, flawless examples **** and the accidental, ultra-low mintage of severe error coins. When you hold a 1967 quarter, you are holding a piece of history from a moment when the United States Mint was in a state of controlled panic, scrambling to keep coins in the hands of the public while the country transitioned away from silver. The vast mintage and the deliberate removal of mint marks were meant to make it anonymous and common. The market has proven that the opposite is true. The difficulty in finding a truly flawless specimen has made the perfect 1967 quarter a numismatic legend, a prized jewel that proves that even from the most common of coins, extraordinary, multi-thousand-dollar and potentially six-figure fortunes can be found. The hunt is on, and the next discovery could be in your hands right now. The journey from a 25-cent coin to a bank-breaking treasure is paved with knowledge, and now you have the map. Now that you know the secrets of the 1967 quarter's staggering value, would you like me to focus on the key visual details of the special mint set, SMS Quarter, so you know exactly how to distinguish it from the common circulation strike?